Hi guys, so this is how I'm going to use my iPad for productivity. What I do first is make a planner. So as you can see, on the 3rd of September I start university again. Okay, so I use a green and a purple pen. It's kind of a pinky purple. And in purple I'll write room, professor, wherever I'm going to be for the introduction day on the 3rd. Don't know all that details yet, mind, but when I know I'll add it in. So we'll just get an email about that and I can add it in. Now I use a green pen to see when I need to hand in certain documents or assessments, or if I have a test, I can add that in as well. And then I can always put the time at the end and say like test for when. So that's really what I use the planner for, to help me stay organised and in control of my work so I can get a better grade. I'll just erase all that. I love using this record screen, it's great. You can also highlight as well. So I made this myself, I just got an image from Google and just made a background. So I've got it all up to December. I think it's December the 30th, then I'll add more. But 17th to 23rd is when trimester 1 ends, I think. See, yeah it does, because I wrote it there, yay. And editing this in post, I see to be more organised than I am right now. Perfect. Even though I filmed this 5 minutes ago, but there you go. And then just erase that, so trimester 1 ends then, which is good. So I can just keep adding more for January, which is also great. And then we go to this year's uni notebook that I made. What seems about really is a Warhammer quote. I've got Rob Dyke, I've got Warhammer, I've got Bayonetta. Rob Dyke with a party popper. It's like, yeah, year 3, yeah. You technically get your degree after there, but then you do 4th year to get honours. Yay. 2 years left, woohoo. Basically is what I'm trying to say, because I've linked people to this. So 2 guys in my group, I've linked to them, so they can see this. I assume they're reading it, but I can tell you they're not. But I have proof of that later. Whoops on my part, but whoops on their part for not actually reading it. Anyway, so I drew the Warhammer thing up in the top frame there. And I put the trimester dates in as well. So as you can see, I start on the 3rd of September. And trimester 1 ends on the 15th. But technically it'll be the Monday of that, so technically the 17th. And then we go back on the 7th of January. And then we finish on May the 4th. Wow. We don't have trimester 3s like for recess, but hopefully I won't need to. And this is the percentage barriers. So I've scribbled out 11 to 15, I think that's what number is. Something like that. Because that's masters, which I'm not doing. I'm doing 7 to 10, which is from 1st till 4th. And I'm usually a B2 to an A3, which is a GPA of 2.5 or 3, I think. I'm not too sure, because I'm not American, but it does tell you on the middle grade thing. But the goal is to get to A2, at least. I mean, I need to work a bit more, so that's why I'm studying a bit more during summer. Just a little bit, just so I've got it all fresh in mind, so it's easier to transition. Yeah. So I'll just erase all that stuff, because I don't want the guys to be like, what? So I'll add my stuff from trimester 1 and trimester 2, but because I have nothing there, there's nothing to add. And then we go into last year stuff. Life is Strange and Final Fantasy themed. Woohoo. Same thing about percentage barriers. Put my results in there, not going to show that on camera, because it's my results, no one else's. For it's for me and my eyes only. And then this is object oriented analysis. So as you can see, I've highlighted some stuff. And I've written out the most important thing. That's what I can suggest to you. You make a printout on PowerPoint and then you can export it on to OneNote, which means you can make it like a handout sheet and you can write on your notes. That's what I'd recommend to do there. That's what I've been doing. Same with, I put like a past paper down and I've highlighted all the stuff you need. So that I've highlighted and highlighted and highlighted and more highlighting. Passed the exam by the way. Yay! And then I've scribbled out what I don't need and what I do need. So that's all the case study stuff, and I've written what the pass mark would be. And then I've also highlighted some stuff, and I've taken Stephen's diagram. I gave him his credit. Okay. So I've added what it can contain. Now we're getting on to the cool bit of how he has clearly, or none of them have actually read any of the stuff. So as you can see, I've made my own system picture and more diagrams. So colour coordinator things as well, and make separate notebooks for every class. Or like separate sections in the notebooks, so you're not jumbling it all into one. To make it more organised. And you can use different colours for different subjects as well. Basically stemming on from colour coordination. And then Sam crud. Yeah. And as you can see, I spelled his name wrong. Stephen, not Stephen. Now, he has not read this, as he would have told me by now. And I didn't realise I had spelled it wrong until this video. I was like, wait, how do you spell his name? So I had to look on Facebook to see what his name actually was spelled like. And I'm like, wow. Round of applause. So, you'll see in a few seconds, I just discreetly go, whoop, let's just erase that. I was going to jump cut it and edit out, but I think it's too funny to leave out. Anyway, you'll probably see me editing that soon, because this is me stalling, like, wait, did I spell it right? No. Dyslexia. I love it sometimes. There you go. It's like, yep, you saw nothing. And then we just see what the consultant is. So that's all his notes that I copied down to make sure I know what I was doing. And then I added about project figure. Oh my god. And you'll never see this video either, because I don't think you realise I have a YouTube channel. I should totally link this to him, including the commentary that I'm currently portraying. But yeah. So that is business systems provisions. Saying that 5 times fast is intense. So that's all the subtopics inside that one subject, which is cool. Now we'll go into Unicrud and we'll open middle. I was going on PowerPoint but it stalled. Anyway, so we'll go to middle. This is all the subjects that I took last year, and that's the skill, engineering, computing. So all of this might be kind of bare because it's been updated for next year. So we'll go to systems provisions. Provision? Oh, it's not plural. Okay, they have been saying provisions for the whole day. Anyway, so we'll go to course materials, and it's got a little, used to have more, but obviously they've taken it down. So you can get PowerPoints here as well that you can just download, which I have done. Same with computing project. That was a fun one. So that's if you're doing recent, which I am not, thankfully. Thank everybody's lucky stars. I can just game the whole summer. Woohoo! And then social media for business. This is the one that hasn't been touched. So you've got learning the introduction and course module situation, which is not too bad. Then we'll go to database, which again is kinda really bare because you've locked everyone out due to if you were doing a reset you'd get access to this, but since I'm not doing that, I don't have that, which is perfect. And now we'll go to the Unicode folder. So I use Word to edit documents on the go if I'm away or if I'm at work with student mentor. So, and then OneDrive stores my life. I have everything from college to university, and drawings and stuff, and just anything that I need. That acts as my lifeline. I'm being way too dramatic, but you know. Then we have PowerPoint, which I can put all my notes on. Lifesaver. Then we have Google Keep. Now, that's my timetable template. I'll show you more about the timetable app I use. This is like an electronic diary I made. And the picture up at the top you can use as help. And it's a subject I want to take, and one of these subjects need SQL, which I'm learning about today. Then you have more Warhammer stuff, which isn't important. Then we go to PowerPoint, and to print off a slide we go to the wee document thing, open another app, and then you go to OneNote, send, then you just let that to load a little bit, then you open up OneNote, so I'll reload that again just in case it stalls. Come on, please don't crash on me. Okay, so then you'll click the PDF, click print out, and then it'll insert it in your document. Slowly, but it doesn't. Nearly, yay! So now you have your notes on thing, so you can annotate it and highlight the main things. Draw a little arrow and say important. So you can do that sort of stuff. I also recommend putting it into a handout form. So you put it about 4 to a slide or something like that, and then we'll have lines that you can write on, which helps me every day. Then Dropbox, which I had to use for a class, and Excel, not touched for years, but you never know when you'll need it. So I have that all lined up. So with this, we can see what I'm actually doing now. So this is SQL. As you can see, I've written a little message for anyone that actually read this, and I've drawn a crappy line beside it so I know it's all in the same format, so I'm not going too far over the page. So you can all view it in one swipe, so I'm having to go to the side to see. So you can just scroll down, it's all there. And I'm really curious if anyone actually reads this and actually gets me iced coffee. They won't, but that's fine. I can get it myself. Starbucks run is named. Also, I'm still doing this. And then we move on to the timetable app I was talking about. Do you like Bayonetta? Yeah. So we go to... So just... There's nothing in there, obviously. So we just tick the plus sign, and you can write in your title, your subject title. Then you can pick your colour. Good to have different colours for every different subject. Put your time, and then you can write room prof. That's why I have the timetable template, so I can just copy paste it. Let's put landscape, and it will show you everything in a bigger condensed form. I quite like this app. Had it for a couple of years.